today. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Dancing to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
There has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fair catch made.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC. And you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Taiwan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
What you talking about, ref?
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And taken right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. The Bills have a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A nice gain of 21 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Here's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is really pulled around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Bills 3, Texans.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Houston set to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
1st down.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down back at the
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. again is Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen's throw is complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Watson.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so in the second.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen, and that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a couple of field goals. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle here to Brown.
Allen's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Allen's pass.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, Don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
To kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over at first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Singletary.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Devin Singletary. That's good for a Buffalo.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. That's caught by Hollister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Now Allen operating from the gun. This is caught.
Conversion is no good.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
31-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Holding offense. Give us all. Get us out of here, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and it'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You'd think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Throwing is Allen on third. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember it was a player. When I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Complete to Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down, going for the deep ball.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. So what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, Allen under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. At their own Watson and the Texans now down by 5, 2:18 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st down, Texans.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson on 1st down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave him, and it was successful.
Watson. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,